Got the relic vault squared away well enough.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. Great. Right. Where were we?
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great.
We're not alone.
Enemies at range!
We'll see who ends this. Got us at range.
That'll do it! Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add detail.
Look there. Well, back to our point.
Hey, Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then.
You. It's not enough you disturb my sleep. Now you interrupt my journey in the waking world.
That sounds like the trap demon in the Acropolis.
Agreed, Egyptian. How you alive? The treasure I prepared.
Watch for incoming!
Got you covered. Got us from a distance.
Good hit! Watch yourself! Ready! Watch it!
All set.
That demon knew us. It sounded exactly like the one trapped behind that sealed door in the necropolis.
Did it get loose?
The note I found said we had to defeat lesser demons before we could reach the one sealed away. But maybe it was wrong and they're all the same demon.
Hey, Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich could fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts. Put the skeleton together. Look out!
Come on, get your head in the fight.
Under fire!
Want to take a look behind the waterfall? Sometimes there's treasure. Come on!
Behind you. Look out! I'm ready. Let's go.
Not bad.
Made it through that one.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed. Hey, Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich could fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts. Put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
through that.
Fought a dragon in Minrathous before I joined up.
Yeah, the Shadow Dragons and I dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting. We barely drove it off. But now we have a dragon hunter. So here's to better luck next time.
That's what I'm here for. Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Untarm called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. Don't scare them.
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
The birds just ate. Scare them any more than you already did, and they'll be crapping everywhere. What the crap is that?
The Antam must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vash Vatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. All right.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Yeah.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An untimed supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. Gotcha.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How did you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh. It's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. He's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
No good being stuck in the rain. You gonna be okay?
My shelter is enough. It's better for me than being inside.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Kyun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
Be careful out here. We saw banners from unarmed patrols.
I saw them. They did not see me. I will stay safe.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Ravani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
Not always easy, is it?
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. So what's not always easy?
I had to leave my old life behind when I joined the Grey Wardens. Then I had to leave that to stop Solus. Just once, I'd like to be one thing, you know?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravane were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Kyun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
But the Antam don't see you as one of them either, do they? Neither do the Kunari back in Parvola.
Nope. Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. You know what I meant.
She always did like the grumpy ones.
In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was. Okay.
The spirits around the Hall of Valor seem very invested in all of it.
Spirits like fun too.
Sure, but one of them was trying to take wages. So I said, I bet the demons in Marathas could teach you a thing or two about betting rings. The spirit said, I bet you're right, and handed me 5 gold. I feel a point was missed.
Hey, you got 5 gold. Take the win.
there when the gods escaped.
Sure was.
What was it like?
Strange. Chaotic. The stuff of nightmares that stick too long.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Got it.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Yep. Huh. Looks like we made a door.
Nice one, Tosh.
All good. Piece of range. Door's open. Let's see if it burns. Hey, Nev. Let me know if you need help on ladders.
Ladders?
Your leg thing? One of the lords. Fenced, he lost a hand. Climbing ladders hurt his shoulder after. He told us eventually. Then we helped him on the ladders. Your foot's got a hook shape. It might get caught.
My work leads strange places. If ladders had my number, I'd be out by now, but thanks for asking. Although, your horns have a hook shape. See you, Wednesday.
What was I saying?
Although, your horns have a hook shape. You worry about them getting caught?
Shit. I do now.
Looks like the Antam got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Antam.
Some kind of puzzle with torches or fires or something. I get treasure out of it. Alo's prisoner. She's still alive.
The Arntom kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Arntom there.
Same ocean as the one next to Hal's fish stand. Feels different here.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my Necropolis excursions ever since.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Yep. Same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the Necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
It's got to bring back a little piece at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred. How thoughtful, Rook.
The fires are lit.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
You should remind that thing who's in charge.
That's an idea. Syrian learned a lot. Taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Probably just tell them what to do.
Right. Don't waste time on them, just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
What or who is a Forgotten One?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillinane, they were the good ones that you could pray to. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse, like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Nice to have a fellow warden on the team. Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking?
My head was exploding. You tell me.
I was thinking, wait, I thought this was ale.
Guess somebody wasn't paying attention in class.
I thought the joining was some prank they pulled on new recruits.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Feeling lost?
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them. How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowler showed up.
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other wardens who have left for theirs. Here, Warden. Thanks for your service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry. That's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before you succumb to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the Deep Roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the First Warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not.
Well...
Okay, so maybe I like to keep things loose.
And the First Warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see why you might feel a little lost.
More like our esteemed First Warden is an impossible ass.
Let him be. You and I will sort this ourselves.
Not exactly the army of legend.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have. Weishaupt will come through. Along with a very noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around. Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Antam with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
I don't know what your problem is here, Tosh, but you're out of line.
Relax, Rook. I'm a big girl. Tosh, you mentioned me trying to make my mother happy. What's that have to do with how I dress?
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
You wouldn't look stupid in a dress, if that's what you wanted to wear.
I don't want to wear a fucking dress!
Clear and to the point. So, what do you want? Your mother didn't just make you angry. Something she said got its hooks into you. Why?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
If something about being a woman is hurting you, I don't think it's stupid at all.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Qunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Lucanus? Where is he?
Demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, stop. You're not taking Lucanus through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him where? Off a cliff, or worse?
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're all right?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.